Hi everybody and welcome back to another Legends of Runeterra video. We just had the newest set of cards revealed for Legends of Runeterra. It looks like we're going to get Diana next. And kind of unsurprising to all of us, the keyword associated with Diana and her followers is going to be Nightfall, which works pretty well with the Shadow Isles and now with kind of the Daybreak abilities as well. Nightfall, as a reminder, gives you a bonus if it's not the first card you play in a round. So it's really just kind of a combo piece, kind of a combo keyword with it works well with other cards, and there's a lot of ways to kind of build decks around this concept as well. Alright, so we can get into the first one here. Before I do that, I wanted to make, I guess, a bold prediction for the last champion we're going to get. I think is going to be Aurelion Sol. I think we're going to get one more Targon champion. It's going to be Aurelion Sol. He's going to be an 8 mana card, and he is going to also have a Behold ability attached to him as well, along with his followers. That's what I am guessing for Aurelion Sol. Just get more synergy with cards like Trundle, who now is kind of the lone champion whose followers have the Behold ability. Alright, so let's continue on now with Nightfall. Alright, the first card that we have here is the Lunari Dusk Bringer, a 1-drop, and when I'm summoned, create a Dusk Petal Dust in hand. Alright, so I imagine we're going to see that here in a second, the Dusk Petal Dust. So we're generating a card here. This is very similar to what was the name of it? The 1-drop from Targon as well that creates a gem. It's got the same stat line. You are automatically guaranteed to get this once you play it. So not much of an investment to get this Dusk Petal Dust. So we're going to see what, I guess, that does for us. One thing this automatically makes me think of is a discard deck as well as a secondary way to play this unit. It itself does not have a Nightfall ability, which is interesting and actually kind of good for a turn 1 play because you're not forced to use a card before this one to get its kind of ability activated and get Dusk Petal Dust. So that works well with kind of the Nightfall archetype. As a turn 1 play, which is nice. So I like this card. Depending on what Dusk Petal Dust is, it could affect my opinion of it, but right now it seems to be okay. This second card here, we have the Lunari Shade Stalker. Nightfall, grant to me elusive. Alright, so we're getting more elusive cards. More synergy with the Nocturne cards as well. This card seems pretty good. A turn 2 play that grants it elusive. Yeah, that seems pretty good to me. This is very similar to I guess other elusive units from Ionia. It's going to be pretty easy to get this ability activated and get her out and get some damage onto the enemy nexus. So this card seems pretty good as well. A solid 2-drop that could pair easily with the Shadow Isles and Nocturne and granting it more I guess attack damage. And this could be an alternate way to use Nocturne instead of with Ionia. We can pair it with Targon. So yeah, initial impressions, this card seems pretty strong to me. Alright. Next unit here, ooh, that's kind of a cool looking card here. That reminds me of something. Kind of reminds me of the those units from Legend of Zelda, the Twilight Princess, those black things that come out of the sky. Alright, Crescent Guardian, Overwhelm ability, and Nightfall grant me +2/+0. So this is a 3-drop, effectively, that is coming out as a 5/3 Overwhelm unit. It's granting as well. This card seems super strong to me. A 5/3 3-mana card, grant me +2/+0. So this isn't even a temporary buff. This is going to be a permanent buff. Yeah, this card seems really good to me. I'm comparing this to the Daybreak cards. These Nightfall units seem a lot more powerful, and there's a lot more variability just because there's another region with Nightfall. I've kind of maintained as well that I do not like the Daybreak units that much. They don't really synergize well with other regions. Nightfall seems like it's going to work a lot better with other regions. We've got Elusive, we've got Overwhelm here, and we have that that first card producing a spell that could synergize well with Piltover and Zon. I like the Nightfall a lot better than the Daybreak. This card is going to see play. It's a 3-drop, 5/3. This card almost seems overpowered to me at the moment. Super easy to get Nightfall off with the amount of spells that we're going to be able to generate from other regions. So, I mean, this just seems like a really solid card to me. Alright, and the last card here, Dusk Petal Dusk. Okay, so this came around here, the card that's produced by the 1-drop. It's a burst speed 1-cost spell, which is a combo piece obviously for Nightfall units, and the next unit with Nightfall you play this round costs 1 less. So effectively, this card costs 0 because we're using 1 mana and we're getting 1 mana back if we're playing a Nightfall unit. So I mean, you're not going to include this in decks that obviously don't have Nightfall, otherwise it's just kind of a waste. So we're going to have Nightfall units in the deck. There are quite a few Nightfall units to choose from. Yeah, and this card basically costs 0. It costs you nothing to activate the Nightfall ability. So you play this first, Nightfall all of a sudden is activated, you play your Nightfall unit. Super good card, burst speed spell. It will work if you have banked mana. It will work if you don't have banked mana, which is super important to note that you can play this card. So, for example, if we were wanting to play the Crescent Guardian here, we have 3 mana. It's turn 3. We want to get the Nightfall ability off. We don't have any cards in our hand except for the Dusk. What is it called? The Dusk Petal Dust. We have 3 mana. Just regular mana. We don't have any banked. And yeah, we played the Dusk Petal Dust for 1. We now have 2, and then now the Crescent Guardian only costs 2 mana. So a super efficient way to get Nightfall units down. I really like this card. It's just a combo piece for Nightfall units. There's no downside really to having it in your deck, especially if you're running a lot of Nightfall units. Alright, so I think that's the last card here. Overall, super pleased with these cards. I think all of them could fit into the Nightfall archetype. There's no reason why not. Even the Lunari Duskbringer, who may be like the least powerful of the cards here, of the units anyway, just brings something to the table as well with the Dusk Petal Dust. Yeah, because it produces this, maybe you don't even need to have main deck any of these Dusk Petal Dust. It is a main deck. Well, it's not a main deckable card, so never mind. Yeah, so you're going to want to include these. That basically means that you need to include these Lunari Duskbringers to get that, and to kind of, it's an efficient spell, so there's no reason not to play it. Yeah, I really like the Lunari Shadestalker. Just having an elusive unit from a region other than Ionia and Piltover is super nice. Just more variability and ways to play around it. Overall, yeah, really like these cards. I really like the Nightfall ability. I like it so much more than the Daybreak. Unless they release more of the Daybreak units, I don't really see it. This is maybe a hot take from me, but I don't really see them using it in meta decks. Daybreak, I just don't see it. Doesn't seem like as good of a keyword right now with the limited units and spells. Nightfall just seems like a lot better option. So that's my opinion of it. Alright, so like I said, keep an eye out. I think Aurelion Sol's coming out soon as the last champion. So Diana will be revealed tomorrow. Should be super fun to see her abilities and also see how she works with Leona. The two will find a place, I think, in decks together. And I guess we'll see tomorrow. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and tell me your favorite card from this expansion. That could be a champion or a regular unit or spell. Yeah, I'd like to get other people's opinions and whether or not they like Daybreak and Nightfall or like Behold. Yeah, just tell me your opinion. It's pretty fun to see how other people are reacting to these cards as well. So anyway, yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks.